guys, how is everybody doing today? Well, I am just really quickly coming to talk about, as you can see, the topic that I posted earlier, feeling stuck. So I was talking to a friend of mine recently, and she has a really nice job, good paying job, and she likes doing it. She believes that's what she is called to do. And but I can tell you, she's a nurse. And to all you nurses out there, I'm disclosing the information because this might help some more of you. And my sister is a nurse too, and I know that we have talked, and she has also expressed that she loves doing nursing, just like my friend. You know, that's what they do. They're into the business of caring, they're not scared of blood. They love to help people, they give care. And I think that nursing is a very remarkable job, a very remarkable career. You give so much of yourself, and you have to come home and somehow put away what you saw on the job and take care of your family. You know, you're fixing boo boos for everybody every day. And then you come home and you don't want to see other boo boos at home, but you have to come home and be a mother to your family and a wife and take care of whatever ails your family. And so their job never ends. And I love all nurses. Shout out for what you do, for bringing life into the world, for taking care of people who are going out of this world, and our loved ones who we don't even know how to take care of. You know, just get a nurse. Everybody say, just get a nurse. Y'all are very, very relevant and very important, and we love what you do. But I have heard nurses express to me that many times they have felt stuck in their job. The shifts are crazy. Nurses don't get holidays. If they give up this holiday, they know they're definitely going to be working the other holidays. They're always on call. They always have to be prepared to give. And so many of those valuable times that everyone else gets to share with their family, nurses have to be gone. I remember there are nights when, because of snowstorms, my sister has to stay at the hospital, stay at the homes, and just work through it out, in leaving her husband and her kids, you know, at home to ride out the storm by themselves, and she rides it out by being with her patients. That's a great sacrifice. I know I'm not prepared for. Let's just say everybody knows what they're good at. I can't deal with it. I get too emotional, and when I want to go, I just want to go. All right. And so maybe I'm better off being an entrepreneur. But seriously though, for all the nurses who are having that feeling of stagnation, I want you to know that there are other options out there for you. There are lots of other things you can do. You can take your career to being that of an entrepreneur. I know nurses who are running their own practice, running their own business, geriatric nursing, and they offer personal care. They have one or two clients, and they hire other nurses to give 24-hour care, and they're really doing it. And it seems to be more lucrative also at the end of the day than just collecting a paycheck. You know, they can set their own hours, and they fill in for one another. So when it comes down to holidays, they can take a break and they can make switches quite easily. No matter what the profession is that you choose, whether it's to be a doctor or a lawyer, or if you're in ministry, no matter what your career choice is, if you're even a truck driver, if you are a medical assistant, if you are I don't know, you retail, if you're in sales, you have to always find a way to never feel stuck in whatever you're doing. There, people are just mostly comfortable and get complacent with where they are, and do not like taking risks, and do not want to leave this to go try something else, because this I already know. I'm used to all the problems that comes with this, all the negativity that comes with this. I know this is familiar to me. This will work, and I plan to retire, and I'm gonna be all right just doing this. And so you're afraid of change. and you despise change. When you take a closer look at the picture, you're actually living your life out of fear of taking chances. And I find that once you begin to feel like you don't want to go to work, you feel you don't want to get up, and you just don't want to go. It is so hard. It's getting harder and harder by the day, by the year. Oh my God. You feel like you need somebody to put you in a wheelbarrow and take you to your job. It's time for you to take stock. What's going on? Because a lot of you, your jobs become stressors, and you don't even know what is the source of your stress. And when you check it out, when you really sit down and do some review of your life, you realize that it is the stupid job that is stressing you out. Yes, it pays the bills, and yes, it keeps you afloat and you feel wonderful, but your life, you're not functioning properly. You're not functioning correctly. You don't have enough sleep. You're tired of giving. Find a way, by staying with your profession, to work around the way you feel, so you feel more comfortable doing what you're called to do. I believe nursing is a ministry, just like teaching is. I was a teacher for a long time, and it became just stressful and overbearing and so much work. And you lose the essence of what you're doing and the value of it. And the ministries and the workplaces makes it even more difficult for you to do something that you know you're gifted at doing. Don't be afraid to switch workplaces. There are better places to go. And you're not going to know unless you move on. You're not going to know unless you look for it. You're not going to know unless you do your research. And there's a lot of you who will never feel rewarding working for people no matter what, because you know how to do what you do better than they know how to do it. You can run the whole place. I mean, darn, come on. You can do this in your sleep. They don't got a clue, and they keep hiring people above you, and they keep putting people in positions that you know you would do a better job serving in. And it just doesn't get, and workplace situations don't change, okay? They're always gonna just come with what they come with. People are evil on these jobs. Co-workers are cruel. People think you don't need to be working the same money that they're working. They're trying to fight you out of a job and out of a position. These are the things that comes with working for people. These are the things that comes to create stress in your life. A lot of you can't even sleep at night because of the jobs that you have. Think about it. You're crying, you're stressing, you're home, and all you're doing is talking about the job and cursing and venting and calling whoever on the phone. I'm tell us yes, man, customer. Okay, I have to come back because my video timed me out, and I really want to make a point here to just explain to somebody that when you begin on you have your job, and you're on your job, and you know that this is not what you feel like doing, and you know that your life is miserable because of the job that you have. When you can identify that your job is a stressor, it's time to shift courses. It's time to come up with a better plan to be yourself and do what you're called to do at your own pace and at your own time, and give back the way you know you can give back. Because no matter what or who the employer is, you're going to find yourself in associations with people who just don't have a clue. And you know if they just give you the position, then you'll do a better job. So I implore you today, once you start feeling like that, make a decision for yourself that I am going to change course. I am going to step out by faith, and I'm going to take a leap of faith. If you believe in God, He will deliver you, and He will find a way for you. None of us can please God unless we have faith. He tells you in Hebrews 11 verse 6, no matter how much church you go to, no matter how much you pray and how much you fast, God has a problem with faithless people. When He walked on this earth, He kept asking, oh, you have little faith, if you only knew what your faith can do. He wants you to literally throw yourself off a building. Just throw yourself, I don't mean literally, I mean by faith, the way you think to make strides and get up and just go for it. Just take a leap of faith and go enjoy your life by doing what you love to do, what you're called to do. Okay? It's going to be more valuable for you and valuable for the people that you're trying to take care of. So this is my encouragement to you, and I hope that you can find some good advice and some motivation in this. Stop being stressed out because you refuse to change. Change is not that bad. I've done changes so many times in my life and I'm still willing to do more. I've taken so many leap of faith in my life, so many drastic moves because I just was not comfortable with where I was. And every time I did make those moves, I felt happier and I grew some more and I progressed and I can check my successes off. It always works out for me because God loves faith and He's calling us to just throw ourselves off the building and expect for Him to catch us, because you know what? He will catch us. There's just not enough of us who are throwing ourselves off for our daddy to catch us. As you would throw your own kid in the air and the kid is laughing because they know daddy's going to be there to catch me or mommy's going to be there to catch me. This is what God wants for His children, for us to just trust Him. We don't know how. Remember what Abraham did? He just stepped out, left everybody he knew and everything he knew, and because of him, we're gaining the wonderful blessing of the promises of God. Do that today. Just tell yourself, I'm going to do it. And then if it don't work, come back to me and say, girl, what were you talking about? Because the thing is, when you take a leap of faith, you find a way for things to work out because you don't have a choice. And then the hidden things that are inside of you, the hero that's inside of you, really come out. And you know what you're now worth. So don't be stagnant no more. Don't be living that unhappy, miserable life. What for? YOLO. You only live once. And you have a daddy who is just waiting for you on the other side of your courage. So get up and move, people. Let's do this. I've said bye to 9 to 5. I've said bye to employee status. And though things are not peachy perfect as I want it to be yet, I couldn't be happier. I am so happy every day getting up and pushing myself to have my own, to be my own boss. Okay? Take the journey with me. It's going to be great. Feel the way I feel. Feel the way I feel. I do not dread waking up in the mornings anymore. I do not dread nighttime going to my bed. I don't have to worry about tomorrow on the job. What I'm getting up to do is going to be something exciting and fun that I want to do. So to God be the glory though, because He taught me how to make the leap. And when I took the leap and when I plunged, He's always there waiting for me. Love you, Daddy. All right, guys, we'll talk again soon.